Hey, we're going to be looking at eagles today. One of my favorite, ooh, bouncing my thing. My favorite things I like to see is the live camera from the Eagles of Hanover, PA. They're one of those birds you're not going to be able to go watch in person. You're not allowed to. So the only way you really can see them any time of the year, whether you're in quarantine or not, is looking at them through the live cam. So live cams are really fun because you get to look up close to animals without bothering them and keeping them safe, but still seeing what they're doing. So I'm doing this video at night, and it's one of the times you can usually see the eagles definitely there, especially when they're first starting. And right now, since it's at night, there's Freedom sitting on the nest. So there's not much going on right now. So when you go to look at it, and there's not much going on, there is an area on top of it. Really? Come on, shush. Oh, little kitty. There we go. There. She wanted to see the eagle. Come on. All right. So there we go. On the bottom here, there is a tab that says gallery. So when you go down here, there's a little gallery picture. And when you do that, you're going to end up going in and being able to choose a lot of different pictures, a lot of different ones from this. Say hello. Hello. Okay, now you can move. So I can finish the video about eagles. We're not doing cats. Another time maybe we'll do cats. And then we can have a really fun time with that. And here's one that I like looking at because we're going to be looking really a lot at that eagle's beak. Now when we look at the basic eagle, we know it's white head, yellow beak. They usually have like a yellowish eyes, and they have that beautiful black marbling on its body. And with the little here beaks, see that hook? It's very much a hooked beak when we look at them. And that's what makes it so interesting is it makes it a very iconic bird is that hooked beak. Now they're mostly a fish eater. Now they'll eat other stuff as well, but they're a meat eater. So they do need that hooked beak and those talons and everything to feed with. So right there, I just like this one because it shows the that hooked beak very well. So when we go to draw our eagle, all right, we're looking at basically that really hooked beak. So you got that triangle shape and a hook on the end so they can hook. So when we go to draw that, we really want to make sure we draw the triangle shape. We want to make sure we put a hook on it. So when we go to draw that, we're going to make sure we do a triangle, see, triangle, long triangle, not a little narrow one, and you want to put a hook on the end. So when we do that, you get a hook going on. And then add in details, and this is where I like to look at the eagles. And their beak separates a little bit, so you need a separation area. You need his nostril, where he breathes at. It looks kind of weird right now. It kind of looks almost like a weird hand puppet, almost like my hand going out. But we want to finish up the head. You got the head, and you got the body. So the head, they have a very sloped head. It goes straight back. So it's like a circle, but kind of more like an oval almost. So when we draw it, we want to make sure we draw it, and see how I'm doing it? See, you're starting to get more of that look. And you want to draw your feathering, and I kind of just do like little triangles, kind of going around and kind of get that fuzziness look. Maybe add some other details in there. Now you're starting to get a little bit more of that look. Now, when we look at the beak, it's not like a straight line to go straight down to separate the beak from the head. When it does that, it kind of scoots in. Really, we're not doing a cat video. Thank you. Maybe tomorrow we'll do cats. Does that sound good? But it comes down in, there, okay, and goes in, and you're going to have a separation. It's kind of not quite like straight through. It's almost like a little organic V going in there to make it kind of not just a straight line where it connects. And then the eyebrow, he almost looks like an eyebrow. He has a very stern look whenever you see him. I mean, that's part of the icon with it. So you want to make sure you put like a crest over there. Stop that. There! Cat's out of the way again. Alright, and the eye. the eye, we're going to do our black, and you want to make sure you do an area because we're going to be coloring that white. So there we got kind of our eagle, and then you can finish up the body if you want, or leave it like that. So there he is kind of looking. And I might draw out where his feathers are, because those are kind of another iconic look, is those feathers. And most of it's black, so if I was doing colored pencil, I can paint it in. Or I kind of like doing colored pencil just because I can go in and really make sure I get my areas. See how I'm coloring that in? And I'm going to start bringing out my eagle. And I could do this with a yellow or an orange. Either one. I could put a little bit of orange in here. Their beaks are usually yellow, but I can kind of put a little bit of orange in there to give it those highlights. Then I can go in with my yellow and really start getting, I'm just coloring it in. And you can use crayons, or if you want to paint them in, you can paint them in. What's kind of nice about this is I don't have to worry too much about the head. The head already is white. I can go in with a white color pencil if I want, especially like my paper's kind of an off-white. So I can go in and kind of color it in, give it some detail, because especially when I'm with color pencil has a little bit of a shiny sheen. See that? See a little bit of that shine? You see it kind of right there, exactly where I drew at. A little bit there, but it gives a little more shiny sheen to it, so it makes it look more finished. So you can do that, but if you don't have a white and you're doing it on white paper, you don't have to. But most artists will go ahead and do that because you want that same kind of sheen going on. So there's kind of my drawing. I could keep going, finishing it up, getting all this put in. And remember, he has that white. They have very much a white, I call it a marbling. So they have a little bit of lines. So when I go in and do my feathers, I want to make sure I leave a little bit of white in between. See how I have that? Starting to get that marbling. There's always a little bit of a white line going around the edge of their feathers. So that'll make it look a little bit more realistic instead of just coloring it all in black. In fact, sometimes you can even start with some browns in here too. Some dark browns, because they're not always just black. You get a little bit of that sun fading going on with the feathers as well. So you can go in with a little bit of the brown as well and add in just a little bit more. See how I'm going in here? And adding some more detail. So that kind of makes it look a little more interesting, that black and brown. But you do want to make sure you leave a little bit of that white around the edges to make it a little bit more realistic. So there is my eagle. And you can just finish coloring in. You can also think about the background. If you want to do it plain, you can do it blue. You can leave it the way it is. You can put green speckles all over it to make it look a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to finish his eye up because they have a yellow eye usually, so it makes it look a little bit more finished when I get done with it, even though I still have to finish my body. But I'm not going to make you watch me do the whole entire thing. I think you have the idea of what you're doing. So that's my eagle, and check out the Hanover PA's live cam of the eagles.